almost tripped. Hello, I'm walking to the store. Just to prove that I go outdoors sometimes and that I'm not a vampire. The main purpose of this errand is that I have a P.O. box here that I basically never use. I got it for basically newsletter reasons, because I guess the legal requirement is you have to have an address, like a physical mailing address, when you send out an online newsletter, which seems to defeat the purpose of an online newsletter, but anyway. So I got a P.O. box and I haven't checked it in a couple months now, and I don't know when it expires. So I'm gonna check and make sure that it is still able to receive mail, because that seems like a basically useful thing. I'm also going grocery shopping. Look, I'm wearing my grocery backpack. I really like this time of day because of the sideways light from the trees, which you can't really see. When I was a kid, you know how when you drive by, you know, through a bunch of trees like this, and the shadows kind of strobe? And when I was a little kid, I used to pretend that they were like paparazzi flashes, because that's what you always see to indicate like somebody became famous in a movie. Is like they're getting out of a car and then just flashing lights and like yelling people. And so I used to pretend that the sort of strobing tree shadows were flash bulbs. And then I became internet famous, which kind of doesn't include that at all, so there you go. Look, the cherry blossom trees. Totally in bloom. So it's expired. Anybody that sent anything in the last couple months, I'm sorry. I don't think it might have expired in March. So I'm gonna work on that and get back to you.
Have you scanned your club card?
No, thank you for reminding me.
Club card scan.
Oh, there it is.
Sent. Unexpected item in bagging area.
Fine.
Insert cash or select payment type.
I'm trying to think of the most roundabout way to get back to campus through little side streets to avoid as much car noise as possible. I also noticed when I was doing self-checkout that I was making noises like yay and thank you and talking to the machine, which I would not normally do. So maybe that means I'm a serious vlogger person already, because my vlogging instincts are overriding my regular not weirding out strangers kind of instinct, because one instinct has to overpower the other eventually, and I think over the course of this month we will see which one wins. I like Tacoma a lot, and I think I'm gonna miss it when I don't live here anymore, but I hope to live in Seattle so I can still visit without having to smell sulfur all the time. The thing about Tacoma is that it has a history of copper smelting, and one of the byproducts of copper smelting is sulfur. And so on really warm days, or windy days even, you can smell warm sulfur everywhere. It's awesome. It's called the Tacoma aroma. And I don't think I'm going to miss that. Going like, oh, it's a beautiful day outside. Oh, it smells like diarrhea. No. I look forward to that not being the case. It's been absolutely gorgeous for the last 2 weeks, which makes me a little bit angry because it's prospective student month. There are just, you find just these packs of like 20 prospective students and parents, you know, walking through the library, sitting in your class. It's really awkward. And I think they should see the true face of this school. It rains all the time, but you wouldn't know that. So look, it's so gorgeous. Like, that's not fair. I think it's false advertising. I think we should deliberately schedule student tours during the rainiest week of the year so that they know what they're in for. Because otherwise the parents are going to freak out and send them ponchos, like the little disposable kind that like Japanese ladies wear. And they're going to look like idiots. I'm kind of digging the walking into the wind thing. It's making my hair look all super modelly. Watch me smize. I learned my lesson from yesterday's VEDiA, and I'm starting early. It's 7 o'clock. It's still daylight out and I'm filming. That's so weird. I just want to show you the sunset. I know I complain about college a lot, but it's really not that bad.